Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for tuning in to Southpaw's Toast of the Barstool. It is the holiday season. Happy Hanukkah to all of our Jewish friends out there. Happy Kwanzaa to those people that celebrate that. Merry Christmas upcoming. So lots of cool stuff happening. It's actually it's our first of 3 winter days we get in South Texas this week. Nice chilly and misty and nasty weather. But so Kat made us
I'm Kat, by the way, since he hasn't introduced
I
me.
haven't even introduced myself. I'm just
Hi.
like all that. So,
I'm
Kat,
Kat.
I came home from work to have chicken and dumplings.
Homemade, from scratch, chicken and dumplings.
It was awesome. So yeah, we changed our theme music for the
Yeah, we
holidays.
did.
It's not Christmas yet, but it is the season.
Yes, it is.
So if you want to join us and in the comments, make sure you go to streamyard.com/Facebook. Give them permission to see your name. Just to throw this out there, everybody that's watching, this is pre-recorded. I did reach out to a bunch of people to see if they wanted to be on the show
this is
tonight.
pre-recorded, so I can just phone this in.
Yeah, we're totally phoning it in. For those of you that reached out wanting to be on the show for this particular episode, I figured it was a disservice to force somebody to be on at that short of notice when I asked. We had somebody back out last second, and I wanted somebody to fill in. But I do want to reach out to every one of you that did want to be on the show, and we're going to schedule something for the future for sure.
I need a pen. I'm coming up with all sorts of new names for this damn drink. Do you got a pen?
So that being said, oh no, I don't have a pen.
All right, I'll text it to myself.
Here's a pen.
Thank you.
So that being said, we are going to get into our drink, and then we'll get into our show and all that blah 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 blah. I did not come up with a name for the drink that we're doing tonight. So as you see on the bottom of the screen, it just says hot chocolate and whipped cream.
Yes, I came up with amazing names. JD ixnayed all of them.
I was like,
and then I just came up with a few more.
Okay, what do you got? What do you got?
Okay.
So
earlier I said because
wait, they don't know. So for the record, we're gonna be doing the instant hot cocoa
hot chocolate
with whipped cream. But Kat had got
with
this squirrel peanut butter whiskey, which
Yeah.
I have not tried yet.
It's really good.
So I'm pretty anxious.
So we're making like a peanut butter hot chocolate with Cool Whip. We're gonna put Ready Whip on top. So I was thinking something along the lines of like chocolate nut butter, or like I don't know.
She loves nut butter.
I just kept going for the. I love nut butter. I just kept going
That's
for
why
the
we
nut
have
butter.
3 kids.
That's it. That's that too, but not tonight. You have fiberglass in your hands, and that just sounds like.
As you can tell, I'm still wearing my work clothes.
Worst pap smear ever. So we're not doing that. Like I don't want it rubbed raw or like have fiberglass in my lady parts.
So what are your names for the
other ones? I was like a PB&C, like a peanut butter and chocolate. I thought would be cute. And then how about the peanut butter panty liner? Like I don't know.
The peanut butter panty dropper.
Not bad.
Folks, that's why this works.
How about
it's a little give and take?
Peanut butter cream pie, because it's gonna have cream on it. Ooh, yeah. Peanut butter cream pie.
A chocolate peanut butter cream pie. We gotta have the cocoa part in there somewhere.
What do you call it?
Hey, what should we name this? Put it in the comments.
Yes,
come up with some cool names. It's
how about this? Our favorites. We will send you a. What do you think? Let's go Brandon koozie. Does that work with you, baby?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll send you a Let's Go Brandon koozie. So if you don't want a Let's Go Brandon koozie, then don't put your damn comment.
But if you
do,
but then again,
put it in there.
You better go to streamyard.com/Facebook.
Yeah, otherwise you don't know who it is, and then it's a freebie. But we're gonna pick our favorites. We will announce it next week. Who the winner is? We're not gonna tell you live stream. We will pick a winner, and we will notify y'all next week. So you have to tune in next week. Suck it.
Yeah. So make the drinks.
Awesome.
Make the drinks.
Fuck up.
So for those of you who don't know how to make hot chocolate, you put the mix in the cup. You put the water in the cup, preferably hot water. Or if you're a savage, where you just put room temperature water in there and you microwave
put your dick
it
in the box.
Well, you already said I can't do that tonight.
No, I said your fingers. You have fiberglass on your dick.
I mean, it was an interesting work day.
Oh my God. You told me you were bored. Come on now. No one's that bored. You ready?
Oh, you're bored?
Alley-oop. 1, 2.
That's plenty.
Okay.
All right. So I have not tried this whiskey yet. So
Ooh,
so a little
wow,
background.
I can smell it from here.
It's Squirrel Peanut Butter Whiskey. SQRRL. There's no vowels.
They had a taster at Specs. Spec doesn't pay me. Neither does the Squirrel Whiskey. They had a taster. It was awesome. I bought it.
Here. But it's
oopsies.
Bottled by Fielding and Jones Limited in Chicago, Illinois. It's 70% proof.
A gorgeous.
Let's
look at this. I wish y'all could see. Look at how beautiful.
And I don't have rock for mouth, so I have to wait like a half hour before I can.
I will drink right away.
So have your drink. Let's go ahead and get to the sponsor so we can get this shit show going.
Oh my God.
So our first sponsor, as always, is 5x5 Brewing Company. Battle-born and Texas-made veteran brewing company based in Mission, Texas. Co-founded by Army vet George Rice, with beers like the 40 millimeter stout. Why does that give me every week? 40 millimeter stout, Brunette Bombshell, and Fubar. It's no surprise this brewery is taking over the Texas markets from the valley to the coastal bend. Ask your market. Oh my God, bless.
You want me to do it?
Your local bar, restaurant, or grocer to start carrying 5x5 Brewing today. You can find them at 5x5brewing.com, facebook.com/5x5 Brewing. Call them directly at 956-445-5421 or email them at info@5x5brewing.com.
Dude, cream pie. Great name for it.
Cream pie.
Try it. It's real good.
Oh, it's all
right. So next is the Legion. Did you already fix it? Awesome. The Legion of Loan Officers, founded by Air Force Security Forces veteran Nick Carpenter. The Legion of Loan Officers is America's mastermind for smart mortgage professionals, where you learn to attract 10 realtors you love working with. Get your free copy of Nick's book, The Loan Officer Strategy Guide, at loanofficerstrategyguide.com. Just pay a small shipping and handling fee. Or you can go to facebook.com/Legion of Loan Officers / it is bomb, right? It is so damn good. It is like stupid good. It is. It's so good.
And even though it's so hot, the cold of the whipped cream cools it as you sip it, so you don't have to wait forever.
It's like you take a peanut butter cup, you fuck it, you put it in your mouth. It's real good.
Yeah, you cream pie a peanut butter cup. Then you put it in your mouth.
Cream pie peanut butter cup. New name.
See, this is what the sponsors pay for right here. Just like OMOG Construction, founded by Marine vet Seth Knox and his buddy Matt Anders.
That was a good segue.
They are a general contractor servicing the greater Houston, Texas area with a focus on concrete. No job too big or too small.
Good.
I was actually on a roll. I hadn't stumbled on my words yet on that one.
So
no job too big or too small. From residential to commercial and industrial foundations and pads, OMOG Construction has you covered. You can find them at omogco.com. That's omogco.com. Facebook.com/omogco or Instagram at omogco. That stands for one Mexican, one Wedo. Wedo is Spanish slang for white dude.
Yes, it is.
My turn to drink some of this shit.
Next, Veteran Talk Show with Ryan Smeltz. A soldier, an airman, and a... Go ahead.
He stands to wipe his ass.
Yes, he does. A soldier, an airman, and a Marine walk into a room. Veteran Talk Show is the punchline. Veteran Talk Show is more about the veterans on the show than the ones who watch it. An unorthodox version of therapy. They talk about things with each other they've never told anyone else. At least until now, working to support sexual harassment victims, assault prevention, and stopping veteran suicide, they maintain a resource page on their website, including Richard Kaufman's book, A Hero's Journey. Come watch the organized chaos at www.veterantalkshow.com or facebook.com/Veteran Talk Show.
And our final sponsor for tonight's show is Pirates Coast Realty Group with Wendy Johnson. If you're buying, selling, or leasing in the Texas Coastal Bend, give Wendy, that pirate girl, a call, and she will find your treasure. Whether you're looking for your dream home on the beach or a buccaneer to buy your empty crow's nest, Pirates Coast Realty Group gets you the gold. You can find her at facebook.com/thatpirategirl, email her at thatpirategirl247@gmail.com, or give her a call during business hours at 361-205-2048. Boom, I knocked that motherfucker out of the park. So tonight we are going to be talking about colossal disappointments and pleasant surprises. And we're going to tackle a multitude of subjects. And we're going to talk about
pleasant surprises.
Yes, that was definitely a pleasant surprise.
Diggity.
So colossal disappointments and pleasant surprises. We're gonna cover both ends of the spectrum for each of the subjects that we talk about. We definitely want you guys to chime in on what your disappointments and stuff were. So we're gonna talk about movies, TVs, drinks. Why don't we go ahead and start with the drinks? So this was definitely a pleasant surprise.
It really was.
I was not expecting it to taste. This is
really
fucking tasty.
Yeah, it really is.
We're gonna have to do this more often.
Very good.
So, flipping the coin, what was a colossal disappointment? Like somebody who worked up a drink, a beer, a wine, something like that, and you tasted it, and you're like,
Well, I don't really like Cosmos. Like, I was in college. A bunch of my girlfriends kept talking up Cosmos and stuff. I had one and haven't had one since. I was very unimpressed. Another thing I was unimpressed with, like when I think about alcohol, is like JD's sister, God bless her, she is going to try until the day she dies to get me to drink red wine. And every time I drink it, I'm like, it's a little dry, Kathy. It's a little dry. like it dry mouth so bad. And it's not that, I mean, it is kind of the taste, but it's just so, it's not. It's just, red wine dries me the flip out. I can't do it. Can't do it.
Oh my God, this drink is so worth the scarred,
so stinking good.
Boiled tongue. Oh, it's really good. I think, okay, this is going to piss off a lot of people, especially you fucking Yankees that watch, but Yuengling.
I tried it. I like it.
It was built up so much, and I'm just like,
oh my gosh. So I brought, okay, my brother-in-law's probably watching this. He's probably going to be mad. So I bought Yuengling, and I could get like a 24 pack for $20. So I was like, hey, yeah, doing that. JD's like, you don't need 24 beers. And I said, well, my brother's a mooch. So he's going to drink my beer. I just know it. I get there. He doesn't like Yuengling. So he's like, I don't think so. And I was like, it's free. And I got it because you're a mooch. And it really struck a nerve. My parents, on the other hand, have had Yuengling, but they used to get it for like not $1 a pitcher, but something cheap, dirt cheap. Buy the pitchers full at, I guess, the Elks Lodge or whatever that they are members of. So they are like, I guess, burnout because they were like, no, thanks. I'm like, all right, cool. More for me. Because I actually liked it. I didn't mind it. Is it my favorite? No. But for beer, it's fine.
It's not a bad beer.
I didn't get a headache the next day like I do with Bud Light. So
it's not a bad beer. Like I will drink it. It's not bad. It's not that it tastes awful.
It's a bad beer.
It's just as much as it was built up, I was expecting so much more than what I got when I tried it. It was just like, okay, it's another fucking beer. It's just there was nothing truly special about it. I mean, but then again, I'm sure all you fucking Yankees, when you come to Texas and have Shiner, say the same thing about Shiner.
Stop it.
You know, even though that is God's gift to humanity.
Well, remember how, so Bud Light drinkers are hardcore Bud Light drinkers. So anytime I told someone, I don't like Bud Light, they're like, but have you had Bud Light Platinum? Yeah.
Yeah,
it's still Bud Light. It's still Bud Light. But no, there's a Platinum. Have you had the Select? Have you had? Oh my God, it's fine. It's the same stupid shit. It's just in a different can.
So, what subject would you like to bring up about colossal disappointments and surprises?
All right, I'm gonna say it. I'm about to piss off every woman. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah. Please.
I don't like The Notebook. What? You want to make something of it? You want to go? I didn't like The Notebook. That movie sucked. Every
now,
woman.
Were you expecting it to be good when you went in?
Yes, everyone built it up. Everyone loves the freaking Notebook. I watched The Notebook and I'm like, are they fucking serious? This is what they wanted the whole time. She's fucking around with these two dudes, like leading them on. Won't make up her mind. She's annoying as balls, and I didn't like it. I didn't like The Notebook.
How annoying are balls?
You have them. They get stuck to your leg all the time.
I was about to say, when balls get really annoying is in the summer humidity.
They get stuck to my leg too. I don't like it.
That's our camping trip.
I know. Sex on a camping trip. Sweaty balls. Lots.
It's like
forecast for our camping trip? Lots of sweaty balls.
you know those stretchy hands that you would get from the quarter machine where it's like,
yes.
It's like your nutsack in the summer.
And then forget about semen. It's like gack, where if you move it solidifies, then you stop moving and it's like
Okay, my colossal disappointment movie.
Oh yeah.
Solo.
Oh God, yes.
The Han Solo movie.
Oh, it's so
Disney and everybody there that signed off on this.
I don't believe in abortions except for that movie.
That movie was an abortion. It was
awful. Yeah, and I'm sorry.
I am one of those people that I have tried to give every single one of the newer movies like the benefit of the doubt, and I love them all. I go into them all just to be entertained. I don't go in there with any.
They fucked up the storyline. They fucked up the timeline. If they would have gone by the timeline, he would have been in his 50s when he met Princess Leia, who was 18. They fucked it up entirely. They fucked it up. So just saying, they fucked it up.
Yeah, they fucked everything up.
Fine. They fucked it up.
The fact that they just tried to every little article of clothing that he wore in A New Hope, they tried to bring that into like an origin story for his belt, an origin story for his
because he got it all on one trip.
Yeah. Because everything happened in one mission. Yeah,
no. It's so stupid. No, don't like it. Whatever.
Fuck you, Disney, for doing that.
Totally agree. So
your pleasant surprise for a movie.
Oh,
and obviously, and everybody, I want y'all to put your disappointment. Make sure you put like disappointment : in the movie, and then you're surprised that you weren't expecting much out of it, and you were like totally blown away. And put those in the comments because we definitely want to see where you're sitting at on these things.
I think you will agree with my movie surprise.
Which one?
We went originally to go see The Paranormal Activity when we were pregnant with our oldest. And it was sold out. Plus, I was like, no, people are going to yell. It's going to freak the baby out. I was like, no, we're going to go see this other unknown horror called The Fourth Kind.
Oh, yeah.
And we were like, it was us and 3 other people in the movie theaters. Haunted my dreams.
That was such a well done movie.
So good to the point where you have no idea if it was actually based on a true story or not. That's how good they did. So
yeah, the mixing of the reenactments and the quote unquote found footage was so cool.
Gorgeous. So, and even on the credits, it was this girl as herself. It wasn't like this actor as this person. No, it was her as herself. So there is still some question. Anyway, so we saw that. Holy shit. I didn't sleep well for a few days, which, and now I've watched it a dozen times and it's still great. But then we watched Paranormal Activity after that and we're like, this is it? This is what everyone freaking built up? Like, it was fine.
I like Paranormal Activity. I did too. I think the second one was good too. And the third one
there was a lot of hype to it. And it was like, yeah, it was good, but it wasn't like it wasn't Blair Witch. People are having heart attacks. Oh, I can't watch Blair Witch. I get motion sick. Like I puke every time I watch that movie.
I think one of my pleasant surprises is a movie we just watched like a week or 2 ago, and it was on Amazon Prime, and we bought it. Nobody, with the guy that plays Better Call Saul, Saul Goodman.
Yeah.
That was
he's not the piece of crap this time. He actually was a functional person. It was really nice to see him as a functional person, as a character. Usually,
but do yourself a favor, spend the $14, buy the movie. That movie was so because I don't want to give any of it away. Like I don't want to do any spoilers for it. But I was going into it just expecting to be like mildly entertained for 90-something minutes.
Mildly.
And within just a few minutes, you're like, holy shit. And then a few minutes later, you're like, holy shit.
So,
and then 30 minutes in the movie, you're like, holy shit.
So also I saw a movie today that caught me off guard. I don't know if you're Christian, and I'm not going to push my religious agenda on you or anything. I don't think you have to be like particularly religious to be faithful. I saw The Shack. And I'd heard about it vaguely from like my family and stuff, more particularly. My sister has the book, which now I'm going to have to borrow because I saw the movie. I saw it was for free and I was like, all right, like, I don't know about that. It's like about a guy whose daughter gets murdered and then he loses faith. And like, so I wasn't sure if I was going to get into this movie. I have never on any movie cried and felt so much in an hour and a half. Like it was intense. It was intense. Like there are times where you physically feel the hate of what's going on, and you somehow come out a better person for the hate. It's really crazy. It's great. Great.
You know what movie makes me cry every single time I watch it?
Oh God, you're gonna be stupid. Is it Debbie Does Dallas or some stupid crap? I know you. There's a joke leading up to this.
Retarded. The Titanic. I cry every time I watch that movie.
Do you?
When that dumb bitch Rose throws the fucking diamond in the water.
I knew there was a joke.
God, she is such a horrible human being.
Do you know what movie gets me every time? And I haven't seen it in years. The Horse Whisperer. It makes me cry every time.
I've ever seen that.
Right in the feels. Right from the moment of the movie freaking starts, it catches you in the feels.
Dude, you know what movie scares the shit out of me to this day? I'm in my 40s, and the first time I saw this movie, I was probably like 10 or so, 12.
What?
The Entity, filmed in 1979. To this day, it is difficult for me to finish that movie. I don't know what it is.
And I knew that about you, and you know mine.
The Exorcist.
The Exorcist. It took me 3-4 times to finally get through that movie. It was the crucifix part. I'm out. Thanks anyway. Thanks. I love Jesus. I'm out. I'm not being a part of these shenanigans, people. That's what's not happening.
So what subject do you want to tackle next?
That's a good.
And don't forget to put all your disappointments and surprises out there too, because we definitely want to know what you got going on.
I'm trying to think. I mean, there's I'm like trying to think.
How about music? It can be any genre. So let's say there was a new album or a new song that you knew that was coming out, and you heard it, or you hear the DJ say like, and the new song from blah blah blah.
Well, I'm particular for
and you're like, oh hell yeah, and then you're just like,
you know what? I was pleasantly surprised by Island Boys. But it's funny every time. New fave, Island Boys. It's so funny. They're so stupid.
Like sticking to my fucking.
I don't know. I mean, like,
we make fun of them, but those motherfuckers
they're loaded now.
Millions.
They're loaded now. I mean, hello, we're bringing them up. They're loaded.
Yeah.
Look. Post Malone looks like a child got into his mom's crayons, like markers and eyeliner, and drew all over his face. But I think he's pretty talented. And I was surprised by it because he looks homeless.
His music is not for me, but I was honestly, when I actually gave it an honest listen to, I was actually really surprised at how much talent the kid does have. Like, I'll give him the props. He's extremely talented.
Good for you, man.
His
Taylor Swift will never live up to the hype for me. She's not my style. I appreciate the fact she writes her own music. She'll never live up to the hype, though. Never for me.
I was never disappointed from her because I never expected shit.
Well, it's just a lot of people like her, Same thing with Beyonce. Don't like Beyonce. A lot of people love her. Don't like Beyonce. I don't care. I'm pissing off lots of women.
So what's a good surprise, and then what's a good
I said
disappointment? Okay, so what's a disappointment? Like something you were expecting something out of, and you were just like, oh.
I know we've talked about this before, and this has been like ages, but like Metallica changed their sound and they changed their message, and that was very disappointing. So they dropped this is a long time ago. Like they dropped a new CD. Like, I'm gonna get their new CD.
I'm gonna order it from Columbia House. Where I can get 27 CDs for $1 penny.
I'll just download it on Napster. It's
fine. It's still too soon. That wound is still
I know,
fresh.
right?
For those of you that don't, for those of you under the age of like 34, go Google what Napster was.
Oh man.
Because you used to not be able to just download music. You had to go purchase CDs or cassettes.
So there have been times that I have been surprised. Do you want me to give you examples?
Okay.
Where I've heard songs, liked them, and then found out who sang them and was like, oh shit. Yeah.
Tell me.
Okay, look. There's a song called Go and Love Yourself, and it's basically telling a woman to go fuck herself, but in a really nice way. And it's like, my mama don't like you and she likes everyone. Like, the lines in it are hilarious. And I was dying laughing. It's fucking Justin Bieber. And I found out like a year after I started liking this song. And then I'm like, shut the fuck up. There was another song that I liked, and Daniel goes, "You listen to the Jonas Brothers? This is the Jonas Brothers." I was like, "Oh my
They're
God.
still a thing.
Yes, but it was like, oh shit! Like I was telling JD, there's a song that I hear on the radio all the time. And I was like, it's okay. Is it my favorite?
All I know is that one Jonas brother keeps getting stuck in.
And it turns out
Jumanji.
It was Machine Gun Kelly. And I was like, oh fuck, that fuckhead actually made like one decent song. Like I was surprised. So that's what caught me off guard. Wasn't the fact that it was like all this hype was built up for this, and then
I want a box.
It was the fact that I actually liked something organically, and then found out who it was, and that's what caught me off guard. It was like, oh shit.
I want a box Machine Gun Kelly.
Go, good for you, man.
Just because.
Good for you.
Just his presence annoys me.
Why you want to box the ghost of Christmas past or who the fuck he is? That's what he looks like.
So okay. I was a gigantic Korn fan.
Yeah, you were.
For the first 4 albums. Like I had
legit.
Like to the point, and ages me again. When Issues came out, their album, it had 4 different covers originally that were all drawn up by fans. And I was standing in line at oh my gosh, Hastings, the CD.
Oh my God,
the CD store.
Oh, Hastings.
I was standing in line at Hastings in the mall at like midnight, waiting for it to open up to be able to be one of the first people to buy this album. I mean, like I loved Korn.
You really did.
And then Head found Christ and left the band, and good for him.
Good for you, man.
Hell
if
yeah.
you're gonna be addicted to something, and Jesus is pretty good.
Yeah, that's a pretty good addiction.
Yeah,
but just the direction they went at that point was very disappointing, especially from a fan that had been there since the first album. You know, when you know, Korn and Korn Life is Peachy when they came out in the early 90s, mid 90s. To see where it went and where it's gone now, and just kind of like, Jonathan, I wish you were still angry and you can make good music. The money has gotten to you and it's made you happy, and it's bullshit.
You know what was crazy? Like I don't think it was a good surprise. I'll be honest. I recently saw a picture of the lead singer of Slipknot. And I was like,
Corey Taylor?
He's a fucking ginger. And I did not realize that the whole time. I was like, oh, that is not who I had pictured in my fucking brain. I was like, oh, okay.
I would honestly love to interview Corey Taylor at some point, because I've listened to a bunch of his interviews, and he's extremely articulate, and he paints a very, very vivid picture of the stories that he's talking about. But he still does it with that go fuck yourself Slipknot.
You need to talk about Henry Rollins. That was a surprise for me.
Really?
Like who his best friend was and stuff. Like that was
for those of you that don't know,
shocker.
If you don't know who Henry Rollins is,
Black Flag.
Turn off the show right now, because we can't be friends. But Henry Rollins, one of his good friends is RuPaul.
RuPaul. I was like, that is.
Who would ever know? Like, I mean, if you look at him, I mean, the dude just looks.
He looks like he's straight out of prison.
Yeah.
Like he looks angry, jacked up, tattooed. Like he looks like he's going to rip someone's head off.
Extremely
intelligent man.
Intelligent and articulate person.
Yeah.
Like the dude he must just read like every waking hour of his life. Just read, because the dude just knows so much shit. And I don't agree with everything that he stands for or says, but I totally respect him for his viewpoints on anything that he stands up for or disagrees with, because it's just one of those guys where you can't be mad at him.
Yeah.
So let's see. I said my disappointment. What would my musical surprise be? Who really surprises me anymore?
You won't try anything new, so it's hard for you to be surprised.
Well, it's because most new music sucks.
See, because
I've reached that age.
Years old, and thinks that everything sucks. Everything sucks.
There's just not substance in a lot of the music now. Okay, what about that one song I was pointing out to you on the radio the other day, where the dude talks about how he changed his entire image?
Really bad.
And then he's like, don't hate me. I already hate myself enough.
Yes,
and I'm sad. And it's like, oh my God. And this is supposed to be metal. And I'm like, what the fuck? Metal is supposed to be like, fuck you, fuck your parents, fuck your government.
Why don't you love me? That's basically what the song says.
Yeah.
Why don't you love me?
Yeah, I see it with the other guys, and you go to the other bands, and you don't listen to our band.
I should just get the same tattoos and play the same music as that guy. Maybe then you'll love me.
Yeah, it was fuck.
The fuck is wrong with you, dude?
I'll
Grow up.
let
Get
y'all
some
figure
balls.
out what song it is.
Yeah, but that's a generational thing, baby. We've talked about that. I'm not surprised by that. Disappointed.
Okay, I know what the surprise is, and this is actually this has to be at least 20, 25 years ago when I was turned on to this musician, and at the time I was still mainly listened to nothing but metal and punk.
Oh, there is,
and
one.
I was introduced to Gary Allen.
Oh yeah,
and
I love Gary Allen.
That surprise, like, I think that was when I really started getting into country, especially Texas country, red dirt country, things like that. So that's definitely my surprise there. What are you doing?
I'm trying to find the name of this this band, this guy. Oh, here, I'll do.
So put in the comments what your surprise, like you didn't expect to know to like something.
Kaleo. This surprised me.
Is that an Island Boy?
It is not. So I heard this song, Way Down We Go, and you got to listen to it. You're going to hear the voice, and it is deep, and it is raspy, and it is soulful. The kid at the time he was singing it, like recorded it, was like 18. He's like this young ass, and it really caught me off guard because I loved the song. I heard the song. I loved the song. So I looked up the group. I don't know if it's a group called Calio or whatever it is, but anyway, I looked it up and I was like, he's a baby. Like, to have that much vibrato and soul and rasp in such a young person really shocked me. Really shocked me. So look it up. Way Down We Go.
You'll have to
Kaleo.
later.
Yeah. Oh God, it's so good.
So let's see. Let's move on here. Let's see. We've done movies. We've done music. We've done drinks.
I know it's hard to pick.
Restaurants. Which ones were you surprised by, and which was a complete disappointment? Well, and to make this fun, let's do it. Restaurants that are going to be known nationwide. Like
I don't
chain
know.
restaurants.
I don't know. Oh, I mean, I know some. So, like, okay, for example, a lot of people love Cheddar's, or at least some people are keeping it alive. So obviously, people are going. We ate Cheddar's one time, and I wasn't impressed.
Yeah, one time in Tyler.
I was not impressed, and we haven't been back since. Yeah. A chain I was surprised by, and like in a good way, was Chewy's.
Oh,
because
Chewy's
it is a chain
awesome.
restaurant. It is a chain restaurant. So, and it's a Mexican food, more like a New Mexican food style chain restaurant. So when JD's like, it's a Mexican food restaurant, I'm like, why? We have 100 of those that are real Mexican food here in Texas. Why would I go there? No, it was really good. They have like green chili sauce, and it was very good. And I was very surprised.
They're Southwestern chicken enchiladas.
Yeah, with a fried egg
and they don't have them on the menu anymore. But if you go in there, tell them you want the Southwestern chicken enchiladas. It's basically like a enchilada lasagna where everything's layered. It's not rolled. And then they have hatch chilies on top, and then a fried egg on top. And it's just like
so good. So good. I was really surprised.
It just made my inner fat boy dance.
So those are two that really stuck out my brains, that it was like, okay, Cheddar's went one time, haven't been back. So clearly they didn't really leave a good impression. And then Chewy's was actually really good. And I was really surprised by that.
I think one that was always talked up to me, and I ate there and I'm just like, no, never again, is a Honky Basket.
That's not a place.
Oh, I'm sorry, Cracker Barrel.
I was like, that is not a place. I like Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel to me tastes like hospital cafeteria food, and not like your old hospital that you used to work at where they have a really rad.
Yeah, my current hospital food. Got it.
Because it's like everything's breaded the same. It's like everything seems like it would be like frozen and pre-made, and you just pull it out of the cellophane and throw it in the microwave there. That's what it all seems like.
They have this hash brown casserole there. It's pretty damn good.
Like, no, I don't like it.
I like it.
And then another disappointment was Saltgrass. But there was a Saltgrass I've eaten at before, and it was fucking amazing. But then they opened one here in Corpus. Service mediocre.
Yeah, I was like,
food.
Would I call it an abomination? No. But was it enough to bring me back? I don't think
I ordered my filet rare, and it came out medium.
And it was pricey. We spent a fortune and the food was mediocre. Who wants to do that? There's this steak place in town, and that is one that caught us by surprise. I was at work a while back at my last hospital talking about steak places, how I want to take my husband someplace nice, and someone goes, "Go to Old Steakhouse." It's like on the opposite side of town. It's like this hidden gem. It's like, and I'm like, okay, it's like this old ass steak. It's literally an old ass steakhouse. So it from the outside, it looks like nothing. It's like a tiny little like antique store shopping center, and there's not much to it. So we go, holy mother of pearl, and it was reasonably priced. It was very good. We've been multiple times, never been disappointed.
I've never had a bad steak there. It's I can't remember the little side street that it's on, but it's right off Alameda and Everhart.
Roberts. It's Alameda and Roberts. It's the address is actually Roberts. But it's called Old Steakhouse here in Corpus Christi, and it is bomb diggity. And they have dollar margaritas that are actually good. Like, I've had some real shitty dollar margaritas. These are actually decent dollar margaritas. I was like, hey, I'm coming back. That's what's happening. So, yeah, I loved it. And we were very surprised. And it was one person. One person told me about it. And this is like some unknown damn store, but everybody goes to its subsidiary. There's a second restaurant the same family owns called Nico's that is way more expensive.
The exact same menu
is exactly the same, but I have been disappointed at Nico's with the food, and the prices are way higher. Old Steakhouse prices are lower, food's better because they have the original chef over there. Yeah, I'm going with the original, the OG over there because he's bomb.
What the hell was that? You slapped the table and shit was ringing. All right, stop doing that.
Okay.
That can't be good.
One more time.
Okay, so
We have springs on her.
Yeah, it's probably stop.
They can't hear it. Maybe you can.
Yeah, they probably can.
Yeah,
I know. Good. I was surprised by this restaurant, and then I introduced you to the restaurant, and you were surprised. Mm. They don't have it everywhere, but everybody knows of it. Waffle House.
Yes,
dude. If you just want dirty, greasy, unhealthy food, that's just fucking great.
I went to Waffle House one time. I had my plate. Ooh, this looks good. I look across the bar and I'm like, oh man, I had order envy. Everybody had gravy and cheese on their shit, and I was like, I ordered wrong.
Yeah, they're hash browns that are just like fully loaded hash browns with everything.
I'm gonna have to go back.
That and if you ever find yourself in New Mexico, find a Blake's Lottaburger. And they still do like
that puffy taco place was good too.
They do hand pressed burgers with fresh hatch chilies on them. Like, ugh.
Well, we recently, and this people will know about, Five Guys.
Oh yeah.
We recently had Five Guys for the first time, and it was really good.
And we ordered a large fries each.
Don't order. It was a brown bag full of fries each. I was like, oh my God.
It was, yeah.
We could have fed the poor with how many fries we had. It was crazy. And also another good burger I had recently was the Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks had a really good burger, which I was surprised because Hooters food sucks. So I expected Twin Peaks to be just as shitty, but actually I liked their burger. It was pretty good.
Twin Peaks, they do have they have good food. They just don't have enough on their menu for.
It's not enough to look at titties and eat a burger.
Hey, I'm there for the food.
Oh my God.
The coldest beer, because that's their advertisement.
Their beer was cold.
It was
very cold. Yes. Yeah. The waitress,
name this
no
movie.
Personality. It wasn't like she was mean. It wasn't like she was bad. She was fine. No personality.
Oh God, no personality whatsoever.
I'm Tiffany. What can I get you? Okay.
No.
Was that too much?
Simmer down. Simmer the fuck down.
Was that too much?
Yeah, that was.
Oh my God.
Like I honestly thought she was just having a bad day. She was just like, so can I get you something to drink? And she's not even looking at us. Like if she's looking this way, I'm here. Cat's over here. Like she's staring at the wall.
But was she decent? Yeah. I mean, like I literally was talking to Jay. No, was she okay? She was. I was literally talking to JD. She filled my beer and I didn't even notice her. because she's got no personality, but also because she refilled my drink without me having to ask, which I appreciate.
Yeah, I always appreciate a full beer.
Exactly. And not having to ask for a refill. Bitch, just keep them coming. I have standards.
So what subject do you want to tackle next?
I don't know. You sprung this on me.
Yeah, we're unlike normal. Wait, no. Just like normal. We came into this completely unprepared.
I know. I was like, oh, something new and inventive. We're going to go in unprepared. There's like a 1 drop of oil floating in my hot chocolate.
What?
An oil. Oh, look. You see the oil dot? There's an oil dot. I don't know how it happened, but don't you dare touch my oil dot. It's my baby oil dot.
Hey, you signed over that oil dot with your...
Oh, shit. We're live, and I'm babying my oil dot. Weird.
Okay, so what subject do you want to talk about?
No. I don't know. Well, let's see. I know that something that I did build up in my head for a long time, and then when I had the opportunity to experience it, I was very disappointed.
What's that?
So for a long time, I really thought I wanted an avalanche, and I talked about it for years, didn't I?
So yeah, we'll do vehicles.
I liked the avalanche look. We literally saw an avalanche roll over, and the girl was fine. Fell asleep at the wheel, flipped the vehicle multiple times. We're the first one on the scene, so we secured her, everything. Bitch was alive. She was fine. She was kicking. She ran into a freaking
it was definitely sturdy. It's a sturdy vehicle.
It was sturdy. I mean, the cab wasn't completely crushed. It was insane. So I was really intrigued by them, and I really thought I was going to get one. And then we went to test drive vehicles, and this was like 9 years ago. I went to test drive them, and I could not see shit out of them. I couldn't drive it. I literally didn't even leave the parking lot, and I was like, blind spot, blind spot, blind spot, blind spot, blind spot. I was like, no, I'm out. And it was very disappointing because in my brain, I had built them up like, oh my God, I'm going to love this vehicle. I'm going to wind up buying it. And I was so disappointed.
So as a vehicle you were surprised by?
Well, at the time, it was the Flex because I needed something with bigger interior because we, at the time, had 2 kids. Now we have 3. And the Explorer, we thought, oh, that'll be
we went in dead set on buying an Explorer, and the sales guy was like, hey, try this.
And I was like, no.
Do me a favor. Just try this.
And the interior of the Flex was so massive compared to the Explorer. And it was odd because it was way cheaper, way better on gas mileage. It was nuts. And I couldn't believe it. But yeah, I fell in love with that Flex. So that was the vehicle I bought. Yeah, it was like 9 years ago. Yeah. Bought the Flex, had it for a good solid 7-8 years, paid off, everything. And then
it was a solid truck
and now SUV. I have my Armada, which I love.
Which surprised you as well.
I was hoping I liked the look of the Armadas. I just wasn't sure how it would drive. I thought it would drive like a larger SUV, and it actually drove exactly like my Flex. There was no grace period, like as far as learning how to maneuver it. And that was a surprise, and I appreciate that. So your turn.
So disappointment. Let's see here. Man, he caught me off guard with the vehicles. I do have to agree with the surprise on the Flex because I, at almost 6 foot tall, was able to sit in the middle row of seats and have my feet spread, or my legs stretched out.
Yeah,
not my feet spread. I'm sure. Did we ever do that in that car? Sure.
Did we do that? Yeah. Well, I know we did the roadhead thing in it. Did we ever?
Hey, children, turn this shit off.
Whoops. We always said it's a non-family friendly.
Yeah,
But did we have sex in my car?
I'm sure we did.
I know we had sex in your last truck. We haven't had sex in either one of our new vehicles.
We need to do that. They're like really 2 years old.
Right?
The fuck?
Come on, 2 years without having sex in a vehicle.
Why did y'all let us go that long without having sex in a vehicle? I blame you.
And you. And you.
And you.
And you.
And you.
You.
That's way more viewers than we actually have.
And especially you.
Man, I have to say disappointment was any Mustang I ever drove.
you don't like Mustangs anyway. Was it really a disappointment? You expected not to like it.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm having a really hard time coming up with something that I was disappointed with in the vehicle. The Dodge Ram that I owned.
There you go.
Oh, so and I wasn't initially disappointed with this truck because the price tag was
nothing but problems with it.
The price tag was great on it, and it was new use. It was low mileage when I got it,
and we needed the 4-door because of the kids. Yep. So we needed a bigger truck.
Everybody swore by Dodge this, Dodge that, and I'd been a Ford guy my entire life up to this point.
Yeah, now we're Nissans.
And we got that Dodge, and initially it was fine, and then like 10,000 miles after I got it, it just starts squeaking and squealing, and everything makes noise. And then it was like I was still making payments on it after owning it for like 2 years, and every month it was pretty much a car payment keeping the motherfucker on the road. And it barely had 100,000 miles on it, and the rear diff went out.
Yeah.
And I limped it to a car dealership and traded it in for a Ford. And they asked me, "Is there anything wrong with it? You know?" I'm like, "I'm not a mechanic. I don't know what's wrong with it." And
you might want to push it to the back, son.
They ended up giving me like $3,000 more than what I owed on it, and I wasn't expecting to get shit out of it because I figured they were going to go over it with a fine-tooth comb, and obviously they didn't. They test drove it from like one parking spot to another, I guess. Not enough to feel the every time.
Not my problem. That's what that is.
Ooh, what about places? What place has ever been built up to you, and then you get there and you're like, eh? And other places where you weren't expecting much, and you were like, holy shit, this is so fucking cool.
That's a really good...
And everybody, I want you to keep commenting on all this stuff too. I want you all to be involved in this.
LA. LA was built up in my brain by so many people. They made it sound so amazing.
Have you ever had a taco in LA?
Exactly. Everyone glorifies it. I didn't like it. People were rude. It was super congested. It was just dirty, and I didn't like it. I had culture shock galore because I was like, how many downtowns does this fucking town have? I don't like it.
Yeah, just flying in to land there, you're like landing for like 45 minutes over LA.
It was awful. Fuck? I didn't like it. And everyone talks about how amazing it is, and oh my God. And I'm like, you can have that shit.
No, as far as California goes, you have to get out of the cities. You have to go Central and Northern California to really see the beauty of that state. And it's unfortunate that politics and the people have ruined such a gorgeous place. What was it? Well, we take the kids to our local museum all the time, and what was the thing about the wetlands? How much of the wetlands have been destroyed?
Oh God, yeah,
like 91% or something like that. 91, 93
in California. Yeah. Yes, yeah. It's around 90% of their wetlands have been developed, but they like to preach to everybody else about destroying wetlands and protecting everyone, all the creatures, but they've destroyed like 90% of their wetlands and developed them. So pot kettle.
So
nice to meet you.
So what place surprised you?
Like in a good way, you mean?
Yeah.
You know what? I didn't go in with many expectations of Angel Spire, New Mexico, because I hadn't heard of it,
Yeah,
So never heard of it, didn't think much of it. And it's a ski place. And we were going during like a spring, summertime. So it wasn't like we weren't going for its function or anything. So I went in with basically no expectation. And what I did have was minimal. And we had an amazing time.
It was gorgeous.
So we were
up
hiking.
There.
We took the ski lift up to the mountain and hiked around with the kids. We went whitewater rafting. It was gorgeous. The ride from there to your aunt and uncle's house at Red River was treacherous but gorgeous. The herd of elk.
Yeah, the herd of elk of literally hundreds
right
of elk.
off the road. Oh no, it had to have been thousands. It was massive.
My aunt and uncle there have a gorgeous cabin up there, and it was amazing. Right off a little creek,
and it was quiet. And that's the thing. Things like and there you go. I was disappointed by LA, and I was impressed by the nature.
Yeah.
So it just goes to show where our hearts lie more so than other people's. And a lot of people build up LA, they build up Miami, they build up all these cities, but we're not city. We just aren't not at our core, I don't think. I think I'd rather go to Colorado or New Mexico than go anywhere else. Like we want to go to Disney just to experience it with the kids. I've never been, but again,
I haven't been since I was a little kid.
It's going to be a lot of people. I'm worried. I'm worried it's going to disappoint me.
So I was also surprised by Angel Fire. I had no clue what to expect when I went up there.
Yeah,
but it was awesome.
It was.
I was really surprised. It was 7-8 years ago when we went camping at Jellystone campsites. I was really surprised with how awesome that place was, and it used to be affordable. They've really gone up in their prices, but
which is disappointing.
But they have tons of activities for the kids.
We go to Jellystone. I gotta explain this because there's more than one Jellystone. We go to the Jellystone, the Hill Country. Apparently, there's one like Canton or something in.
Yeah, we go to the one outside of New Braunfels, Texas.
Exactly.
And Jellystone,
now you can finish.
And for those who don't, Jellystone, it's basically just a camping area where they have tent campsites. They have cabins you can rent. They have RVs set up, but they have indoor pools. They have outdoor pools. They have jungle gyms. They have laser tag arena. They have all kinds of arts and crafts stuff for the kids.
Bicycles you can rent, little mini golf courses. They have water slides. It's like a mini water park there. It's a lot of activities for the kids.
And it's right down the road from where everybody goes tubing here in Texas, where you just float down the river and piss all over yourself and drink.
And then flush.
You're not drinking the piss. Just to clarify.
Right.
But I didn't know what to expect when we rented that place. Like you had told me about what you had seen online and everything. I'm like, all right, whatever. This is stupid. It's a fucking campsite. A campsite is a campsite.
It was awesome.
And no, it was actually really cool. And
then they jacked up their prices because they realized how cool they are. We're like, damn it.
And that was disappointing.
Yeah, that was very disappointing. So what there are campsites, we go tent camping, we don't have an RV. It used to be like $20-$30 a night, which is pretty par for the course, pretty good, especially for all the amenities. It was pretty damn good. And we always got the sites that were like, here's the bathroom, here's the playground, here's the creek, here's our campsite. So it was like perfect. And then the water park was like right up the hill. Now for a tent site, it's like what?
$70 a night,
$70 to $90 a night, depending on the season. $70 to $90 a night. Mm-hmm.
And that's with electric, but no water, right? Is that how it is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was like, yeah, it's more for the full. And there's only a couple of the ones that have the full service. There's not many. So yeah. So super disappointed that they jacked up their prices, but still a great If you got the money, go.
Yeah, it's definitely so cool for the experience. It's so fun.
It's like right around the corner from where you can tube. So you could drop in, you can walk your tube down, drop in and float around for a while. So I mean, if you got the money, it's worth it.
I guess the value for what you pay. I mean, I guess it's there. It's just we were spoiled when we first
got in
there
cheap. Yeah. And now we're like, oh, now we have to be big girls and put on our big girl panties and pay for what we're using.
I'm not putting on your girl panties anymore.
Liar. I mean, what are you wearing right now? Do they have fiberglass in them?
Hey.
Do they have fiberglass?
They don't need to know that. You want to know?
Are they the orange ones to match your shirt?
Yeah, safety orange chonies.
I'm gonna have to get. I actually own a pair of safety yellow chonies now, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be.
Are they Zaya?
No, I don't own Zaya underwear.
Do they even make underwear?
I think so.
I know they're like $112 for a pair.
I'll talk to my sales girl and get some Zaya.
Who wants to go in with me and start a fucking legging company and just charge an outrageous amount and then just tell them that it makes their ass look better. Like ours make your ass look great. Buy our shit.
And we would know because we look like at asses.
Oh my God. That is like genius.
You're gonna trust a girl to tell you if your ass looks good? I'll tell you if your ass looks good.
We need to make that commercial for sure. Yeah, we know because we look at asses.
And then we'll get him a JD a shirt where he sticks his thumbs and goes, and it says the ass man on the back. Just in time.
Oh, we're not even gonna get into that.
I want to get into just in time.
No. You got to tune in next week to learn about just in time.
Damn it. He's no fun.
Oh, Just in Time is fun.
All right. What else is I disappointed or?
You've already said, I haven't said my disappointment yet.
Oh, sorry.
What? What'd you say?
I said this is fucking delicious.
Oh, I'm sure that's exactly what you said. You fucking lying.
Delicious. It's delicious. Go fuck yourself. I love you. Go fuck yourself.
Oh, I love you. Fuck yourself. Get fucked.
Just say your shit.
Okay, so what's disappointing? Austin was disappointing when we moved up to that area.
We thought, we're gonna have so much to do and make so many friends.
The music scene had changed so much, where it wasn't about live music and up and comers and
it was hipster
singers
bullshit.
and yeah, there's a place in Austin where there's a Starbucks across the street from a Starbucks.
It's the time warp.
Yeah, it is the end of the universe.
I will say this about Austin though. Strip clubs got some talent. In
oh
Austin.
Yeah,
those bitches work for their money. Good for them.
That's a lot of effort for a dollar dance.
Not the dollar dance when they're on the pole.
Those are the dollar dances. Yeah,
they are actually very talented. Good for you, ladies. Good for you.
Yeah, that's a lot of core strength that goes into some of that acrobatic shit that
they're like walking around like midair. That's very impressive. Very impressive.
I couldn't.
Good for you. I was very impressed.
I don't have the hips.
You don't have an ass. You don't have anything.
Yeah, you said I had a cute butt.
You got your own tripod though. You can just prop yourself up. You're good to go. And kickstand down.
Speaking of pleasant surprises,
he literally like lifts his leg up to put his kickstand down. That's what he does.
I don't want to hear that shit. Nobody wants to hear that.
I don't care if they want to hear it. They're gonna hear it.
So, what's the next subject?
I don't know.
Change the fucking subject.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. There's definitely been times where I've like, Okay, so this is my thing. If you know me, you know I shop at Goodwill. And this is why. It's sustainable, for one. It's cheap for another. And three, if something tears, if something doesn't fit right, I'm out $1. I'm not going to be that butthurt about it. But like, if I go to Michael Kors or all those Burberry bullshit, I don't even know what people wear anymore. But if I spent a fortune and something wasn't comfortable, even if it looked good and wasn't comfortable, I'd be disappointed. So I don't shop at those places. One, I can't afford it. And two, even if I could, I don't think I would. Like, and people build it. Well, I do Louis Vuitton and I do this. And
who the fuck are you hanging out? Because none of the people I know are like Louis Vuitton and shit like that.
You would be surprised at people at the hospital who are very bougie.
I can see that.
And I'm budget bougie. So I don't care. So they're like, my purse is Louis Vuitton. Oh, my purse is Coach. My purse is, and I'm like, I got mine from Target.
Yeah. My wallet is Walmart.
Look, I owned a Coach purse once. I owned a Coach purse and I had a Coach backpack or a diaper bag. Remember?
Yeah.
The diaper bag ripped within a few months. The diaper bag leather strap broke. Okay. Yes. Someone stepped on my purse at a Black Friday sale. That's not the point. The point is it ripped.
Fuck Black Friday.
It ripped. And I was like, oh my God. And I haven't been to Black Friday sale since because no, you can't pay me enough. I don't care how much I save on it. It's not going to be worth the headache.
Okay. Totally off the subject. ADD brain.
Got it. Go.
Okay. I don't know how you do it. Ordering shoes and clothes online. There's no fucking way I could do that because I have to. Like,
do I order clothes and shoes online?
Yeah, you do. I can't do it. Like I'm anywhere from a 9 to an 11, depending on the brand.
On your pants? I'm just kidding.
Yes. I'm a size 9. I've been working towards next bikini season.
Oh dear God, man.
No, like my shoes, depending on the brand, I'm anywhere between a 9. Like my work boots are 9.5.
Okay.
My Adidas are 11s.
1. If I'm buying it online, it's on Amazon. Go look at the comments. 1, look at the comments. It'll tell you if it runs small, runs large. I look for someone who is my exact size, height, and weight. And they say, I got a medium. It fit perfect. Medium. Shoes, a lot of them will also have in inches of your foot. Know how many inches long your foot is. It's that simple. Inches in centimeters. Know how long your foot is.
My foot's a foot.
So 12 inches. Yeah. Okay, great. So it should be so easy for you. They have them all in measurements, like in lots of measurements, not just.
But then you have to go with your width.
And then. And then
how girthy is your foot?
And then if you know your measurements, also if they don't have the things, if you know your measurements, then you can.
All right, guys watching, do you know any of your fucking measurements besides like your waist? Because that's the way.
Ladies, do y'all know ladies? Do y'all know your measurements? I
like,
don't
do you know
anymore.
Your chest, your neck, your bicep.
I don't anymore. I think I do, but I don't know.
No, like the one suit that I own, like I don't even remember what the dimensions were for the shirt and the jacket when they tape you and measure you and shit.
Go on.
Like, you're the professional, you do it.
Do they have to do the crotch to the floor? Up in there? Which way do you hang? Like
they don't do the which way do you hang, but they like I'm not that bougie.
All right, I don't want to be a tailor anymore. A little too left. Good for you, man. Oh, you're a right brain. No.
Man, that must have been an unfortunate accident.
And then you're like, dude, shake more than once. Ew.
Oh. That's grody.
Oh my gosh.
So
I love it.
I think it's about time to start wrapping it up.
The cat starts talking about grabbing junk.
Yep. So with that being said, thank you all for tuning in. As I said, this is pre-recorded. It's unfortunate. Just scheduling sucks. We do want to see all your comments later on. If you're interested in being a guest on the show, please reach out to either me or Kat. We're going to be scheduling all the way through probably February or March within the next couple of weeks.
Put your comments and help us name this drink, and we'll pick our fave and announce it next week.
So don't forget, you can catch all of our old episodes on any of your favorite podcasting platforms. Check us out here every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure you hit that like and that share. Smash. I fucking hate that. And I do it every time. But it is the holiday season.
Subscribe.
It is the holiday season. There's going to be a lot of people out drinking and driving. Don't be one of them. And please be careful on the roads. We want you all to see the new year and see how shitty 2022 is.
Yay.
So we love you all. We'll catch you later.
All right. Bye.